Good evening. My name's Eric Fernandez. I'm a industry certified PMP, making my first YouTube video thanks to Park University and course PM 690 Integration Scope and Quality Management. Today I'm going to be discussing strategic planning and strategic management. More focused on the differences to start. We can simply differentiate strategic planning and strategic management simply by analyzing the uncommon terms. Planning will always be focused on future endeavors when considering your strategic level and looking at the organization from a macro level. Management, conversely, is more associated with the execution and implementation of strategic plans and the processes that support those strategic plans. Article by Mr. Manish Sharma talks about the task of analyzing the organization's external and internal environment and then selecting an appropriate strategy is normally referred to as strategy formulation. In contrast, strategy implementation involves designing appropriate organizational structure and control systems to put the organization's chosen strategy into action. I think we can really look at this as planning versus management, considering the strategic level. There are tools when you look in the PMBOK like impact mapping, which supports strategic planning by acting as a roadmap for managers to follow. In my experience, strategic plans fail to be operational when management either fails to follow the strategic roadmap or the roadmap itself is poorly recorded or articulated to strategic managers. Again, from Mr. Sharma, the primary components of strategic management processes are the selection of a corporate mission and major corporate goals, analysis of the organization's external competitive environment and to identify opportunities and threats, basically your SWOT analysis. Analyzing the organization's internal operating environment to identify strengths and weaknesses. The selection of strategies that build on the organization's strengths and correct its weaknesses in order to take advantage of the external opportunities and counter external threats. And then finally, strategy implementation. Strategic manager is going to be primarily responsible for controlling implementation processes that support the overall organizational strategic plan. This is done by designing appropriate organizational structures, designing control systems, matching the strategy, structure, and controls, managing conflict, politics, and change within your organization, and the feedback loop. Obviously, you need information to trickle back to the top so that you can make adjustments and changes as things go on. Strategic planning is needed by companies in order to ensure that they are maximizing their overall strengths and opportunities while simultaneously managing risks associated with weaknesses and threats. Again, Mr. Sharma describes it as achieving maximum profit, success, value with minimum impact, cost, and time. I think those are some key project management terms and a very wise statement on his part. For that, I appreciate the opportunity, and it's my first YouTube video, so be gentle, and we'll see you again shortly.